It definitely sounds like we just pried spacesuits off the corpses of our comrades who have fallen in battle. Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to the Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition Let's Play livestream adventure series together with people in the live chat and the wonderful folks of Mira, including our colorful cast of characters, where this evening, as of recording, and whenever you watch this in the archive, as most people tend to, I've noticed, most people, most of the views come in after the live stream is finished, and I publish the archive. So, if you're watching this after the fact, hi, howdy, how you doing? Say hi in the comments section. I'd appreciate it. I need to be careful with this straw. I had an accident with one of these last night. I don't know if it's probably healed up. It was the tiniest little hole. The tiniest little hole in my elbow. But my goodness, did it bleed. I got in my car and I had one of these cups with the metal straw, because, you know, it's better for your body than plastic. And I got in the car and it just scraped this little bit of skin off. It bled so much. And I had to go into a grocery store, and I was just like holding the bottom of my elbow, and I was like, it's fine, it's no big deal. Ah! It's fine, it's no big deal. It's not a problem. Some people leak blood, it's okay. Just let me grab my groceries. It's fine. If I just keep pressure on it, it'll stop eventually. And it did. And I think I doubt if there's even a mark down there. But just be careful with metal straws and elbows, is all I'm going to say. Particularly if you're keeping your metal straws in a position where this might happen. And also, clean the straw before you try to use it, because it's not good after that happens. After the last episode, I said I would revamp Frontier Nav, and I've not researched whether or not there's a way to min-max the best results from Frontier Nav. I assume there is. I wish you could zoom out further. But I just got a bunch of level 2 miners, level 4 miners, assorted miners over here on top of certain resource caches. I did say I would explore a bit more of Oblivia, and I did. Hello. Why did you take me to a completely different segment of the map? There we go. I explored a bit more of Oblivia. As I said, I haven't done any quests, any Affinity missions, anything like that. I just wanted to get it up to that 25% that we were looking for, so we could progress the plot when we're ready, but that's not what we're doing today. You'll also notice that we have a wacky collection of characters with us. We got Gwen, Irina, and Elle in the party at the moment. I wanted to build up my affinity with them as I explored the world, and they're all almost at 3 full stars, and the reason I did that is because, of course, Elma and Lynn are now completely maxed out. Elma and Lynn are once again merged together in this unholy... Oh, good gosh. Can I zoom in on that? Can I like really like emphasize the terror there? The way that she like pokes in through her neck is probably the most disturbing part. It's not good, and thankfully they're about to separate, I think. All we have to do is walk away, and this ends. We don't have to live with this abomination. What we're going to do today, I wanted to take a second, because there's a ton of other playable characters, and in fact, if we have a look at the available active members, you'll notice that there are a lot of additional slots that have been unlocked in here. Not all of them, but a lot of them, and we've not bothered to pursue any of these individuals, and we can have all of them in our party and go on adventures with them. We just have to unlock them by doing little missions with them. So I figured now would be a great time, before we get into the end of the game. We're only like 6 chapters in, and things don't really get super fun until you get to chapter 9 finished. That's when you... Well, I won't spoil that, but I do want to kind of rush that a little bit. But for right now, you know, we're going to just focus on finding some additional heroes, adding them to the party. Should prove to be a great deal of fun, and we kind of just have to decide where we want to start on that front. And in fact, I think it even tells you, if you go to active members and you hover over one, it'll kind of tell you where to go. Hope Springs Eternal. Should we just go through these in order? I see no reason not to. Hope Springs Eternal is what we got to do to get our head hunting. I don't know what that means. Head hunting? Oh, I get it. We're looking for these people to add them to our party. No, I'm right there with you. I completely track with your logic game and your verbiage and your way that you put words. Okay, Hope Springs Eternal. I mean, I guess all we have to do is find that on the map. It could be that one right there. I don't know that. That one right there is Close Comrades, which we need to do for something else. We got Elle's Conundrum. That one is worth completing when you can. We're a little underleveled for it right now, so we're going to move past that one. We got My Dream. The Mad Monk, that's another character that we can add. A new rival. The Clarion Archaeologist. I want to add all of these, of course. Hope Springs Eternal, though, is where we're going to start. So I'm going to throw down a marker there, and we'll fast travel to the Cathedral to, let's see, accept Marry Me basic mission. Oh dear, we have to do that first, huh? I didn't realize that. That's a progress requirement. Okay, well, no, that's fine. We can do that right now. It just says accepted. It never actually said we needed to complete it. But I think we probably will see it through. That one had a pretty high difficulty rating, but if I'm remembering that one correctly from my one and only other playthrough of this game, I think it's one that takes a real long time to finish anyway, and kind of goes over a long path of time. I could be misremembering that. I could be fabricating that entirely. That might not be true at all. But let's just see if we can find it. I remember it having a really high difficulty rating, and yet I'm not seeing it here. Have I scrolled past it like 4 or 5 times? Is it gone? I can't imagine it would be gone, unless it was one of the ones I inadvertently, accidentally accepted before. Why would it be gone? They don't cycle out of here, I don't think. It was in here, wasn't it? Maybe we did accept it. It's possible. I don't have a memory of it. Oh, good idea. Okay, withdraw missions to cycle the missions. This is coming from Razvel in the YouTube chat. That's not a bad idea. We do have a couple of outstanding missions that we haven't completed. For the most part, we've not really been actively pursuing any of these. Oh, really? There's only one left, actually. You had to do that to get a different mission to show up, so we know that that is an effective strategy. Desdemona, the Subterranean. What are we waiting for on this one? What is the deal here? Just the Subterranean and Noctilum's Rust Pool Banks. Why don't we just go ahead and do this? Let's knock out this side quest. This is the last of the list of side quests that we added and have just been kind of passively filling out. Since the second stream, I want to say, is when we did that. It may have been the third one, but we might as well go ahead and do that. And getting to Noctilum is no stress whatsoever. We can just fast travel there. And then wherever we have to get to for this, well, I mean, it's just, what, right there? Oh, this is going to be super easy. This is not even going to be an inconvenience. We'll knock that out quick as can be, and then we'll carry on with our lives. Hopefully, maybe we have to cycle some more missions after this. Or we could just, you know, do any of the other heroes. There's no actual reason to do them in order, other than it was easier to say we'll do them in order than it was to say, like, you know, actually figure out, like, make the decision of which one to do next. Because sometimes making choices is hard. Where is my Skell? It shows to be, like, right in front of me here. Oh, there it is. It's so far away. What are you doing over here? What are the implications? That we've traveled here via Skell, got out, and then, like, wandered over there? I'm actually not even sure where this place is we're trying to get to. It's fine. Easy does it. So the Skell has made exploring, obviously, much easier and much more fun. Hi there, you! Well, we'll be back up there in just a second. You'll have to give me a moment. You're in a bit of a precarious position. I've got to figure out how to actually get back up to you and land next to you. This is going to be tricky. You'll notice that if we get into combat with the Skell, I've not actually added any weapons to it, because right now I'm just focusing on fighting on the ground. I did buy an additional Skell. I can't pilot it yet, but I did buy an additional Skell in order to make use of a quick leveling technique that Anel uploaded in a video, or that he showed off in a recent video, that I do intend to do. I just went ahead and preemptively bought it and all the different weapons I would need for it, because I was like, we'll be level 30 in no time, right? We're already level, like, what even are we? I gained a couple of additional levels while exploring Oblivia. And also I explored a little bit more in Noctilum too. But the goal of those exploration outings was not to gain levels. We're level 28, which is maybe slightly higher than what we were before. I think we're level 8 in our class now, which is also fun. But did we add... Yeah, we did add a 4th character to the party. Wanted to make sure of that. Well, everybody, please, concentrate your fire on the acid sack. Desdemona, the Subterranean. You're not even underground right now. Your name does not make any sense. I can't fathom how you decided that that was going to be what you're called. Probably it was not the giant creature that made that call. It was probably some other person. But that just implies that someone in Blade saw this and thought, yeah, on top of a tree. That's nocturnal, and that's concerning. Would that have been a Pathfinder that made that call? that's... We really need to have someone who, like, goes over these names and determines whether or not they're fitting. And I'm not talking about in the real world. I'm not talking meta. I'm talking about in the actual world of the game. Someone probably should have double-checked that before they put it in the books. Before they, like, doubled down on it. Maybe it was originally in a cave, and they spooked it out of a cave, and now it lives in a tree. Well, now it's dead. So, none of those things are relevant. There is no more Desdemona. It is more like Deceased-demona, and we can head back and check our list of available quests. One simple quest. I doubt having completed one simple quest is going to be enough to sort of reset the entire quest list. If it's not in there, I don't think we're going to spend a lot of time trying to sort that out. I would rather, instead of trying to cycle through a bunch of quests, just pick any of the other heroes available to us, maybe even one of the new ones. I kind of don't want to jump to one of the new ones, though, and I don't know why. I know it's a silly thing, but part of me just wants to, like, wait on them, build the anticipation and the excitement of it all, and also, while I'm here, increase this up. Oh, that's all I've got, isn't it? Yeah, go ahead and invest it. Trying to get Sakuraba up to level 5. I know that I said I was going to keep them all leveled, but I'm not. Changed my mind. I'm gonna fill out Sakuraba. Leave me alone. Oh, I have switched out my gear a little bit too, but I've not gone shopping for the best gear. I've just been swapping out whatever I pick up that's kind of slightly better than what I had before, as well as, oh, I did track down another XP, the last material we needed, the last golden seed, to get another XP upgrade. So, I've already forgotten what quest it was we were even looking at. Was it Marry Me? I think it was Marry Me. We can find out by just going to active members. Or, better idea, actually what we should do is go to the map, and then having a look down here at what this said it needed to be. Accept Marry Me basic mission. Basic mission, you say. They make it sound simple when they phrase it like that. So we do have some different ones in here now. You can tell because there's a little dot next to their name, meaning we haven't looked at them before, which is fantastic. Show off both your wit and the full power of a mimeosome. That's with off the record. I'm gonna go ahead and accept this one, because I think I remember what that one is. And we're going to want to have that one completed here in the near future anyway. So, as for the rest of these, I'm not seeing Marry Me. But then again, we're not done. There's still some more down here. A Miranium request we can complete pretty quickly, so we'll accept that one too. In fact, any of these that we can just complete by just having objects in our inventory, we should probably go ahead and do. We probably have those bones. Anything that's a gather quest, right? Primordia, we probably have whatever those are. 7, yeah, probably have those from Noctilum. Probably have those from Noctilum. Probably have those from Noctilum. Might have those from Oblivia. I've not spent as much time in Oblivia. Let's just back out and see where that gets us. People, come on. Are we not the best in the business? Just knocking this stuff out. Diner Chef, we've crushed in that one. We're in the culinary world now. It was just those two, which is unfortunate. That should get us some new ones, though. Roderick the Fleet-Footed! My favorite character from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. Love Roderick. I wouldn't call him fleet-footed. Skilled at guitar, maybe. Lost Memento. Wait a minute. Lab Rat. I'm not seeing Marry Me again. We should have just accepted Marry Me. Casper! We've still not defeated Casper. Add it to the list. We'll go see if we can knock that one out. We're a slightly higher level than we were before. Another Miranium request. We can't actually do those because we just got rid of all our Miranium, but we'll get more soon enough. We'll get plenty. It's alright. It's not a big deal. 3 bottles of some kind of oil. Again, these are just super easy. A clump of cleansing moss. Yeah, that seems pretty simple. Strands of Petramand. Yeah, I've got so much of that, probably. Again, back out. No, I was going to say it's very likely one of those will complete. Hey, you know what? I just remembered something. There is a... somewhere along in here, there's a Collectopedia, and we've done nothing with that. Where do I even get to that at? Would that be under Intel? Collectopedia. Here we go. Okay, let's start filling this in. Yep, I've got that. That's great. Can I fill in multiple at a time? Do I have to do these one at a time? And is there going to be... I guess so. Regions. Spoilers. There's 2 more regions in the game, and they're vaguely snow and lava themed. Thanks for ruining that game by just putting that on the screen there. People didn't know. I hadn't said anything about it. Gosh darn it. I was going to keep that secret till we went there, but... There it is. I'll fill these back out when we're done with the stream. But with the Collectopedia lot knocked out of the way, and more quests accepted, do you think that the quests have cycled through here again? Another Miranium exchange. I need a lot of Miranium, okay? But I'll pay 10,000 credits for 10,000 units. That's a pretty good deal. Or is it? I'm gonna abandon you. I need that Miranium for something else right now. Later on, once everything's upgraded and we don't need Miranium anymore, it's a different story. But we'll wait till we have some Miranium come through, and we'll deal with that. And in the meantime, let's have a look at our quest options once more, and we'll just pick a different one. You know, I'm not really feeling like going around collecting objects and doing random quests. So let's have a look at our active members, and we will skip to this one here, which requires that we complete a new rival, which we need to do anyway. It's been sitting... That's the one that's right up here, isn't it? Isn't that, like, not that one? No, it is that one, isn't it? Or is this one making friends or something like that? This is a companion one. This is Close Comrades. I was close. It's similar enough. Making friends. Come on. Close enough. What have we got? The Mad Monk. We could go do the Mad Monk. I feel like we've scrolled past it a dozen times. A new rival. Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Let's knock that one out. We don't want to accidentally pick up the other one, though, because I think I know who that is. And we don't want to do that right now. Let's see. A new rival. No specific requirements. Accepted. We could have done it a long time ago as well. Recommended level was like, what, 15?
Hello? Yes, could you not? You there, the one about to take that mission? I'm speaking to you.
See, this is the problem with this system. This is why we all just need our own laptops that we can accept missions from. Having to go outside, maybe it's raining, and you've got everyone crowded around this one computer where you can accept missions, and they're all breathing down your neck and going like, oh, you're not going to do that one, are you? Because I was going to do that one. We don't need that in this world, all right? I understand maybe it creates a nice social environment. Maybe you go to do it, you're thinking, I can't do this on my own. Someone else comes along and says, I join you on that one. The bonds of friendship are formed, except that's not how this works. Because most people seem to have dedicated teams. Like, sure, in the game, in the real world, when we're looking at the game, we can have whatever party we want. But we've seen that in the real world, in the lore, everyone has a dedicated team. So that's never happening. What's the purpose of this? Let's ignore this guy. I don't have the patience for him.
Non-diplomatic people like you are a real problem. You're why we still have war.
I don't think it's our fault that we're at war with aliens right now. We're trying to be diplomatic.
No, whatever. I'm continuing. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The mission you were about to take.
Yeah.
I analyzed it based on criteria ranging from Pathfinder experience, build, intelligence. Yes, well, in aggregate, the data clearly indicates that the more qualified candidate is me, Hector Birtwhistle.
What a funny name.
Aside and allow me to handle this, for humanity's sake.
Nah.
Stubborn and insulting. No surprise. Look, just take this mission instead. I believe that picking 2 samples of Zezian Fleaward should be well within your abilities. Is something amiss? You seem dissatisfied.
Geez, I can't imagine why.
Tragic. You now insist on comparing yourself to me. The solution is clear. We'll both complete the 3 missions I just accepted. Only one of us can finish first. This will provide the loser, by which I mean you, ample chance to understand the gap separating us.
The VA is doing a phenomenal job on this one. X, I already hate you, and that's a sign of a job well done. So let's get into it. Yeah, we're going to track this. So we've actually got 3 separate quests as part of this quest, this sort of broader egg quest. These are the 3 yolks on the inside. Everyone's gotten a double yolk at least once, but a triple yolk? Very rare. Install a data probe in Primordia. I've done so many of those at this point. Do I have to go find like an additional one, or does it count as me already completing it? Generate revenue from a research probe. I've done that constantly. I give the Miranium to Toller. Okay, those are all things I've done before.
Eventually complete those missions. Come find me here. I'll be waiting.
Are they just gonna all complete? We've even been to Toller before, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it was to give them Miranium. You successfully installed a data probe, and our boy L really enjoyed that experience. That was great. There's no actual reason for us to have all of our other friends in the party. I don't think Lynn or Elma are going to do much here, and they're not required, so shouldn't we be trying to build up camaraderie with other individuals? Like, I hate to kick them out mid-mission, but I think we can pretty safely send them on their way and swap them out for, like, Doug and Blau, and we'll have the same experience, essentially. So what is the next one that has been queued up here? Whatever's going on here, I guess this is this the Miranium one? Yeah, we've spoken to this individual before. I don't remember if we were giving them...
Am I right?
Miranium or what, but we have spoken to them for something. You are the blade who agreed to accept my request. I presently require 900 units of Miranium, but it seems you don't have it. I would humbly request that you gather it, then return to speak with me again. Thank you. Yeah, no, that's fine. I guess we'll just have to kind of sit and wait for 30 minutes for that to come through, which is unfortunate, and kind of makes me wish I'd... Well, you know what? No, we don't know when the last time I received someone. Yes! I did just spend all of it. Oh, wait, no, that was at the top of the stream, though, wasn't it? That we got our last shipment. Well, that was 24 minutes ago. So, really, we're looking at about 6 minutes tops for another round of Miranium to come in. So, that's not too bad, is it? I think we can wait on that. And also, there are other quests as a part of this, so let's view our mission briefings. And, let's see, generate revenue from a research probe. Well, we basically have to just sit and wait for that one as well. We just have to wait for that to happen. Alright, well how about that list of other random quests we picked up? Charged, cayennes for research? Cayennes? I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, should we just go look for one of these objects out in the world? A clump of cleansing moss? Yeah, let's just go grab that. How hard could it possibly be? In the big wide world, all these other ones will complete automatically as we're looking for cleansing moss. Looks like it's going to be... Oh, well, there's Casper, the unhealthy eater. Cleansing moss is going to be over here, in the vicinity of these things that we got to find anyway. Look, we're about to knock off, like, a few birds with a single stone. We're just going to right into the nest and get the whole thing. Get the mom, get the dad, get the eggs. It's a brutal world we're living in. You just have to learn to live with it, okay? No one's excited about it, but these are the consequences of living on a brutal alien world. Sometimes you just gotta smash up a whole family of birds and learn to live with the consequences. I'm ready to live with them. I mean, I can't speak for everyone here, but if this is what it takes, this is what it takes. Oh no. Oh, well, we got it. There you go. Purification plant engineer. Your delivery of cleansing moss helped the water purification plant develop new tech. Well, that's beautiful, and exactly what we want to see in the world. And also, while we're here, we can jog over here and collect this little bit of white whale debris and send it back home. Maybe this is even what's going to complete this region. It's not. But we've got some credits from it, and that's a thing, at least. Where do you reckon the cave entrance is? We're just assuming there's a cave entrance here. I mean, I have no proof or evidence of it, but the suggestion would be that because there's objects in that vicinity, and they're definitely not up top, I guess they could be up in the sky, but they're not, because there's nothing hanging overhead. So there's just got to be like an underground component here that we're missing. Some sort of cave system that's accessible from somewhere around here. Well, we're not going to waste time looking at it. Let's have a look once again at our list of available quests and see which one we want to... I keep calling them quests, too. They're definitely missions. So let's see. I mean, yeah, we could go do that real quick before it gets daytime, if we can get there quick enough. Where's he going to be? He's going to be, like, over here by the west gate. By the way, if you hit a small enough enemy while you're cruising around in your Skell here, like, you will absolutely send them flying. This is a bad representation, because that's a big guy. That's not going to work. But if it was a little fella, we could have just plowed into him. These guys might also be too big. Unfortunately, you're just going to phase through them. Specifically, I noticed this with the little robot fellas, the little ganglion robot fellas they got. You just knock them into the air and they go flying. It's very funny. Remember all that time we had to struggle to get up here? No longer. We just jump. If we're not able to defeat him this time, it's just an embarrassment. We're not going to do it in the Skell. Alright, let's go, everyone. Everyone, concentrate your fire. And Casper the Unhealthy Eater's dead! It's not as satisfying as it would have been the first 14 times we tried to fight him. But that's okay. We are also about to die. Oh. We earned 3,000 credits from Frontier Nav. How about that? That's also great. I did say it would just kind of randomly happen. And we died.
Take a moment to recover.
That's unfortunate. I didn't realize we were near death. I thought we were doing okay. I mean, at the end of the day, we could just wait until it's forced. So Al's about to have 3,000 TP. He might be able to rescue us. He might be able to res us if we're patient. Oh my gosh, he did it! Big king energy. I think we might got this. I think we might got this. Look at us go! Beauty, the beauty of teamwork here. Absolutely wonderful. So unfortunately, that was only one of the 2 quests we're waiting on to complete. So next up, going back to the map and trying to figure out which mission to go to next. Miranium, we're just waiting any minute now. Literally any minute now. It ought to come through. So it'll probably happen when we least expect it. Spicy New Spark, Cauldros, Noctilum, Oblivia, Noctilum, Cauldros. Never been to Cauldros yet. We can't just go up there right now. That would be incredibly out of character. 2 Auroran Borealis. Where could that be? Over there? Yeah, track. Let's go. And then I think after we complete this one, we should probably have the Miranium. We can head back in and continue with the actual thing we want to be doing right now. And maybe also Marry Me will be there. Maybe we're getting a little too hopeful that everything's going to work out in our favor. But I choose to believe. I choose to like hold on to that hope, however vain. And I mean, the most that I can do at this point is be hurt when things don't work out. And you know what? That can only happen so many times before it like dulls the pain to the... And at some point you just start expecting it. So it looks like whatever that treasure is also possibly in some sort of underground cavern. Because it's definitely not up here. So there's just some sort of underground place that we don't know where the entrance is. Where a whole bunch of different objects are being located, right? So we just gotta find a cave entrance down here. It's gonna be level with like this right here. Probably. I know that there's a big cave with a whole bunch of big monsters in it from my first time through the game. But I don't know if it's this cave, and I don't know where the entrance is. Oh, it could be, like, right under here. This looks like where you would find, like, a big cave entrance. If we can just, like, not die to the Immortal Ictus and keep traveling this direction, this looks promising. All the way up and until the moment that it's disappointing, which is right now. There's just nothing there. This looks also promising. This looks more promising, because this is it. So right past them we go. Oh, it's Big Grex's, isn't it? The Beast's Lair. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a monster Grex in here. Hold on, it's alright. The best thing we can do... Yeah, it's him. He might be the monster. Best thing we can do is just stay in our big mech and stomp around and try to be stealthy, right? Is that the object we needed? That's one of them. Well, I mean, I don't feel like I'm in a lot of danger here. Yes, there's a lot of very high-level enemies here that could be the death of us. But if worse comes to worse, we're in a giant mech. We can run away quickly. You thought I was going to say we could fight. You're out of your minds. Level 40s? Absolutely not. So we're going to keep being stealthy and just very slowly... Well, fortunately, I mean, it looks like none of these level 40 guys care about us. None of them are going to attack us on sight or anything. So I think we can pretty loudly stomp around here. It really is just the boss guy up there. So that's Hazmat Hunt completed. Good for us. If there were other objects we needed for other missions, I'm not seeing them, unfortunately. That guy looks like he'll definitely attack us on sight based on the fact that he's got a symbol that says he'll attack us on sight. So we're not going to, like, get in front of him, but we are going to hop up here to this alien wreckage. While we're in the cave, while we're thinking about it, go ahead and get that. Fantastic. It just falls over in disgust. And out of here we go. We don't have to drive back to town. All right, we're not pilgrims who have to walk everywhere or take a. I guess the pilgrims from, you know, the Thanksgiving story. They took a boat. They were on a ship. They were on the Mayflower. There was another ship that had to turn back that no one remembers the name of. Right? It really is the Michael Collins. Is that the astronaut that stayed on board the orbiter while Buzz Aldrin and the first man to walk on the moon, Neil Armstrong? Was it Neil Armstrong? I think it was Neil Armstrong. Yeah, landed and did a little, like, hop around. I think so. I feel like that's probably correct. Why would I remember? Why did Michael Collins come to mind before the actual man who first walked on the moon? Maybe I just feel bad for him because, gosh darn it, no one ever gives him his dues. No one ever remembers that guy, poor Michael Collins. Assuming that is his name. For some reason, I remember it. I don't know why. I need to look that up. I need to verify. Who were the 3 men on that mission? Neil Armstrong. Edwin Buzz Aldrin. What did I call him? I said Buzz Aldrin, right? Michael Collins. Why was Michael Collins the only one whose name I was confident about? Anyway, so do we have Marry Me queued up yet? Scrolling through here in desperation. We should have accepted it a long time ago. I thought that said Lost Mexico for a second. Just find a locket in Oblivia. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that one because we might spend some time in Oblivia and we might come across it. Okay, well, none of that's working out for us. Let's go find a lost locket. How hard can that be? It seems like it'd be the most basic thing in the world. Is that it right there? It's just there? It's just on the ground? If it's that simple, yeah. It's in the Aroy Plains. I know there's some monsters that run around there, but it's not going to be like the kind of situation where you have to duke it out with someone for it, one would hope, right? It should just be like lying on the ground. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that guy's running around. But if we just avoid him, which is kind of easy, he's so big, you see him coming. And he's digging a hole right now, so he's definitely not watching us. Where is it? It's going to be red. I know that much. Hold on, let's zoom out. Get a good look at the whole of the plains. It didn't mention, like, the locket being more visible at a certain time of day, did it? Of course not. That would be preposterous. The only issue is that in this entire region, there are no objects. Like, there are no objects of any color. This guy's stomping about, being a menace to society. There's blue objects, but mission objects are generally red. Hold on, we'll follow him. We'll stay in his wake, and maybe he'll dig it up. Maybe while he's rooting around in the dirt and the mud, he'll just happen to dig up a locket. Or we'll find out that he's found the locket and is rather fond of it and is keeping it for himself. There it is, literally right there. I don't know how we missed it. There, it kind of blends in with the sand, so I guess I got that going for me. We don't even have to turn it back in. Fantastic. Lost Memento is completed. And there's some more things that we need while we're in the area. So we'll just collect those and knock out another little quest. This is what we call multitasking. This is what we call efficient gameplay. Okay, and it's finished. That one's knocked out of the way too. A history lesson. You gathered sandstone etchings and delivered them to the historian. I wonder what they depict. I do wonder. What is the history of this world? And these are some more, so we'll have them for the Collectopedia, thank goodness. I just realized that because I didn't check in objects for the Collectopedia in Noctilum and Oblivion, if we complete any side quests involving collecting things, and it's all of those objects that I have, I might have to go recollect them for the Collectopedia. How unfortunate would that be? Well, what else can I find around here that has been queued up? Nothing in Noctilum. We just have to find the exclamation marks, and then, like, basically go to the general area. This one could be deceptive at North Point Beach, because these could all be up top here where I can't even get to them. It's just supposed to be bottles of Terebra oil. How do you reckon that gets bottled? The animals aren't scraping it off into a bottle and leaving it lying around. This implies that someone's just wandering around with that stuff in bottles and then accidentally dropping it. Oh no, we have to defeat them. Okay. These are all level 51. Sorry, get back in that Skell this moment. Absolutely not. Horrible idea. Death and destruction waits us there. There is no winning that situation. Miranium request. Just waiting on it to come in. Once we have that Miranium in here, we'll be good to go. That's sort of the one thing that's ground all of this to a halt, is a lack of Miranium, because at the start of the episode, I spent it all. I gave it all to an arms manufacturer. Okay, it's the same problem with taxes in America. Where's it all gone? Arms manufacturers, okay? But we have a lot of missiles. It's really good, guys. The roads are bumpy, but we have so many munitions to give to other countries right now. It's great. Don't worry about it. Okay, your tax dollars are being definitely well spent right now. Stop worrying. I'm not seeing Marry Me as an option still, and I'm really not looking to collect a whole bunch more of these. I guess we could go to Silvalum. We could go to Caldros. Ooh, securing our safety. That's a great side quest. I'm going to go ahead and accept it. If that is the one that leads to building another water purification camp, which I hope that it is, because that's one of my favorite little side quests in the game, one of my favorite little side series. Assuming that's what that is, I hope that it is. We're not going to do it right now. We've already started something. We want to see it through, which is why we just keep insisting on, we might have spacesuits that we've collected, probably. Missing key card from somewhere in New LA. That seems pretty straightforward. That might be another side quest, though, that I'm thinking about. Let's see. Calling, hunt for the thug Koskus in Caldros. I beg your pardon. Equip a soldier Avagar and hunt 4 night Vespers in Primordia at nighttime. What an oddly specific thing you want me to do. Except the Affinity mission. Yeah, maybe in a minute. Outfitter's test hanger, blah, 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 blah. Hunt 5 Jade Skirpos in Primordia. Yeah, we're just going to accept the 2 of these as well, because one of them might complete as soon as we're done here. So which one was that? That was a Repairman's Resolve. It's always fun to complete them as soon as like you exit the screen. Makes you feel good. Makes you feel like you're just like the best person on the field, right? Who else gets that done? Alright. I'm just waiting to be jump scared by the game telling me I'm done. There's a gigantic green circle around here, which I guess is indicative of the fact that are we tracking the quest where we're supposed to be finding the key card, potentially? Let's check our missions and see what we're doing at the moment. Or we could have just done this as well. Complete the task installation. So that's still what we're tracking, and that explains things. We can't right now. What are these blue marks on the map here? This is going to be Miranium requests and House of Cards. Find and return a lost key card. Okay. In the designated time, hold on. Return the lost key card to the designated location at the designated time to receive a reward of 100,000 credits. Acquire the missing key card from somewhere in New LA. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to necessarily wander around and try to find that at the moment. It's good to have that one on the list of things that we need to do, though, right? Just so we can kind of keep track of it. What else have we got around here? Securing our safety. The temptation is to just go ahead and start doing that one. But at the same time, which one are you? Bring New LA Arms Manufacturers, the Miranium. Oh no. Oh no, we've backed ourselves into a corner where we need Miranium to continue and we don't have any. I feel like a fool. What are you? A new audience. Spacesuits. Go get them. We're gonna go get spacesuits. Now, why are there spacesuits scattered around the plains? Well, there's a couple of different options. Either one, when the white whale broke apart in atmosphere, a lot of people died, and what we're about to go do is collect spacesuits off their corpses, which is pretty grim, and it's not something you really want to think about. So the way that I choose to view what we're doing right now is actually whoever made the spacesuits for some reason decided to fly them around in a helicopter, and in the process of doing that, accidentally opened a window, and they all flew out the window and landed all over the place. And we're not collecting used spacesuits off of corpses. We're collecting the new ones that just got accidentally tossed out the window. Alright, is that a bit high fantasy? Yes, okay, that is. It doesn't make a lot of sense? No. But it's better than prying the spacesuits off of the corpses of dead crew members who have been baking out in the sun for the last few months since we landed on this planet. I think this is all of them, too. So it's just going to make like a little semicircle here. It probably even says, it might even say, hold on, in the quest, does it like give a reason for why this is the case? We might not even need to make up a story. There might actually be one to explain why these spacesuits are all over the place. All I remember from the briefing, though, was that they needed spacesuits, and I don't think they gave specific reasons as to why they wanted them from the Primordian plains, which is fair enough, I guess. We need like an extra one of these. Is one of these required for the Primordia Collectopedia? Maybe these are naturally growing spacesuits. We haven't considered that. Mainly because it doesn't make any sense. You gathered USX spacesuits and delivered them to the apparel maker. It definitely sounds like we just pried spacesuits off the corpses of our comrades who have fallen in battle. As grim as that is, I think we can pretty safely say that that's definitely what just happened, beyond the shadow of any doubt, which is unfortunate, and I think we just kind of have to live with that knowledge. We have to live with that reality. There's no way to kind of roll that back now. It's just going to be with us for the rest of time. Alright, well, looking at the map then. Yeah, I would like to find whatever these are, this oil, but like we're going to have to fight really tough guys for that. Meanwhile, this here I'm still not sure about. We're looking for materials to be used in the manufacture of next season's clothing line. Our product demands only the finest materials. And they need to be gathered 2 strands of Petramand black silk from Rasodium Petramens in Cauldros. This isn't Cauldros. This is Primordia. What do you mean in Cauldros? Why is it saying to go here? Are there different ones? What is this? Oh, Scirpos. Yeah, we'll go ahead and squash those. If they're just hanging out on the little island there. See no reason not to. Oh, are they in the cave? We'll leave the mech behind. I'm sure we could drive the mech in there, but I think we'll just leave it behind and run into the cave. Didn't consider that we would have to go in here for this. We haven't really spent any time in here. I'm pretty sure we were a lower level the last time we were in here as well, so everything in here was scary, which is not quite the case anymore. We're definitely better prepared to deal with this. Okay, well, I wasn't ready to fight a flower that comes out of the ground. Not that we can't, I just wasn't anticipating it. Oh, it's the spider things. Well, we can fight those. That won't be a problem. Oh, hi. No, I don't really want to fight you, though. I'm trying to get back up there to my friends. If you'd leave me alone, that'd be swell. There we go. We're getting there. Oh, good. We're fighting like some sort of flying demon as well, and there's more flowers. Things are falling apart rapidly up here. Y'all be careful with this encounter, okay? You can easily go over the edge. Alright, everyone. Listen. Let's concentrate our fire at one at a time, and we'll slowly reduce the number of things that we're fighting. It seems like a good idea to me. Oh, Lau's about to die. Okay, you know what? What if we did this instead, okay? Revolutionary new idea. What if we just, like, go into this as, like, a panic move? Oh, dear. What am I actually combating right now? What am I fighting? I can't see it. I don't know where it is. I don't know what I'm accomplishing. What I do know is that I do have a lot of different enemies around me. So if I do this, I might actually hit a bunch of different things and build up that meter really quickly. And it looks like I did. And that might have been, like, an epic maneuver. Assuming this finishes fast enough for me to pop one of these and extend the runtime, which it did. I think we're getting somewhere. We're doing okay, I think. I mean, no, everyone's dead except for me. I take it back. We're not doing well at all. That's not great. Do I have any chance of winning this by myself? No. Yes. I survived the encounter, everyone. Is this thing also alive? Hold on, Doug. Calm down. Listen. We might be in a bit of a predicament. Lau? No, Al, don't be stomping around. Let's very delicately make our way up here to the flower. I feel like we won that on a fluke. Okay, we don't want to take anything for granted at the moment. Hello! I would like to fight you now, please.
Let's get on with it.
We're actually ready to just about go back into overdrive again, which I think we're immediately going to do. Yeah, okay. See, so my goal was to get that other guy into combat here, and it looks like instead we got a couple of little insects, which I didn't want. And if we could avoid that, I would, but it's too late now. We've already, like, engaged them, so we might as well take advantage of the situation by once again triggering everything in the region. But I'm not going to make everyone fight my targets this time, like I did before. Well, I should have, because gosh darn it, now I'm dead. Look where that got me. Wait until forced. Maybe they'll pull off a miracle. Maybe they'll do something here. Maybe the team's got it in them. I don't know. We defeated, like, a whole bunch of guys earlier all by myself. Granted, I was in overdrive, and I don't think that they are. I don't think that the likelihood that in 15 seconds they're going to defeat these two is very high. I think I made the mistake when I accidentally, like, did the AoE attack and got 14 different things attacking us. That's on me. I'm not blaming them. The teammates are doing their best right now, okay? But the only capable hero is now dead. I don't even think I've ever gone through these individuals' different setups to, like, min-max them. I don't think they've got great gear. I don't think I've worked on their skills or their abilities at all. So they really are kind of, they're kind of behind in many different ways. Let's see if we can avoid the flower that's, like, waiting to surprise jump us there by just jumping up here and immediately engaging a Dark Vesper. I don't want to fight a Dark Vesper, though. What if I don't? What if I don't do it? Do I not have a choice? I think I have to fight the Dark Vesper. Well, L's dead. Oh, I've accidentally done the AoE attack. Lau is down. We're just leaving. We're just leaving. If we can get out of here, we're just gonna go. Sorry, Doug. Thank you for covering our escape. I'm not doing this again. I've got like a full 3,000 TP now. I'm gonna just get inside of my Skell and leave. Bye! Who are these guys? What are they doing here? Oh, we did defeat the one Dark Vesper, though. So we got some Advanced Warrior Dyads for that.
As long as they're coming to us.
Sorry, what am I fighting, though? Who the heck are you? No. I refuse. I just refuse. I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone. So we need 6 of those. Oh boy. Well, here's a bunch of them. Alright, we came in and got him. Let's just go. Just go. It's fine. No, don't get out. Get back in. Get back. I keep hitting the wrong button. Oh boy, they got a monkey. It's okay. Just go. We only need one more. I know there was one more back there, but there's a monkey. What am I supposed to do? Fight the monkey? Not fighting the monkey. Oh, jeez. Nope. Yep, trouble. We're going back again. Maybe we can zoom past monkey if we jump. Oh, monkey's lost interest in us. Well, we're about to cross his path again. As we just jump through here to defy him. Lilting Lilies. Isn't it lovely? Okay, and the monkey, I think, is still not interested in us. And I think we just saw another FN side over here. Frontier Nav side. Yeah, that we've not been to yet. Can we get there from here? I think I've just made a mistake. I don't know if we've made ourselves, like... I think we might have put ourselves at a disadvantage. Twin Hammers, huh? Interesting name for a location. This is probably how you're meant to get up there. This is just not related to our current objectives. But we're going to come do it anyway. Let's have a look at where we're... Well, you know what? We're about to find out where we are on the map. And what's fun is that no matter where we are, I can just say that this is where I thought we were, and you'll never know for sure. This is not where I thought we were. This is not at all where I thought we were. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm going to be honest. Very turned around in the map now. And that's okay. It doesn't look like we have much else to explore or to collect over here, other than down here we've got some Skell arm repair. We need to get some... Oh, yeah, Terror oil! Well, I do believe that I said that I thought that there was some more of these little creatures somewhere that wasn't in a dark, dingy cave where we're going to get jumped by all manner of other insects and flowers. And I was correct. They're just out here in Noctilum, apparently. Although, to be fair, in Noctilum is exactly the sort of place that you would continue to be jumped by those exact same things anyway. So, also... We could probably, like, hop over to... Isn't there one, like, right ahead of us that we couldn't get to earlier? Yeah, we might be able to jump over there now without having to fight anything. That's something to consider now that we've got a Skell. Excuse me? Are we... Is this actually, like, a horrible way to get there? No, this is fine. Oh, these are the different guys. No, these are the ones we found on the beach that one time. These are unrelated to the bugs. Yeah, I don't know all the animals' names, I'll admit it. But at least these guys are a more appropriate level for us. Although, arguably, a bit of a walk in the park considering the level difference. I'm not... You know what? We're not in this to get any sort of levels or anything. We're just here to get the objects out of them. I wonder if it benefits you attacking the head versus the tail on this. Like, what's most likely to give you the drop we're looking for? Excuse me, he asked for me to do that. You're telling me he's not even going to get excited by it? Alright, mission complete there. Where do we park our Skell? Is it, like, right behind me? We're going to do a little hop, skip, and a jump situation. Oh, we should probably check Frontier Nav. Because it just occurred to me that if I'm not paying attention to when Frontier Nav is coming through... Where does it show me how much Miranium I have? Where would I check that? Would that be... Where would that even be listed? Would it be on this screen? We have Miranium. We can head back now. I did not notice it come through, and I remembered we actually have to give it to a guy. It's not just going to pop up and say mission completed. We actually have to turn it into a fella. Which means that that probably happened a long time ago, and I just didn't realize it. It probably came through, I didn't notice, and because I was waiting on something to happen that was never going to happen, we could have just been at this for a while if I hadn't realized that, and that's okay. Let's jump behind this guy. Let's try to avoid all these guys and see if we can get to this point over here without drawing attention to ourselves. Okay, so these guys are here. Well, what I was trying to avoid was, like, alerting them to our presence, and we didn't quite manage that. But if we get far enough away from them, do you think they'll, like, stop noticing me? Oh dear, get out of the Skell. I don't want to lose the Skell like this. Get out of the Skell first things first. Okay, that way the Skell can't be destroyed. Goodbye, Skell! I'm throwing myself off the edge to avoid this encounter. Beautiful. No shot they're gonna follow us. It would be impossible for them to. And we can actually fast travel back up to the Skell if we wanted to. We could have another crack at this. Actually, now that I think about it, that's not a bad idea. We could jump up there, abandon our Skell, wait till we're far enough away that we're out of combat, and then fast travel back up to our Skell right behind the thing. Plant it. Hold on. No, wait, this is... Wait, this is a brilliant idea. Return to Skell. This could be genius. I think where we're at right now, not so good, because you saw those guys almost destroyed the Skell. Yeah, so we have to, like, slip behind them. What direction are they facing? I actually can't tell. Okay. Are these guys, like, looking this direction? Oh, another one jumps out of the ground. Well, you know what? It seemed like a good idea at the time, and regrettably, it's not really going to work out for us. But as long as the game doesn't care about us falling currently, we should be fine. We'll just fast travel back to New LA. Sakuraba worker, I've come with a gift. How do I give it to him? Can I talk to you?
Thanks.
You bet. Yep. Please take it all. Yep. You have a good one. We actually need to pay very close attention to how much each one of these is requiring, because it's just occurred to me that it's very possible we might accidentally give away however much we currently have, and then not have enough to continue. We have 22,000. That means we've gotten about 2 deliveries since we've been waiting for a single delivery. Not our finest work here. That's all right. Life goes on. I think that the guy who wanted a whole lot is going to be somewhere else. I think that he was like down and around up in here or something like that. Let's go back here and let's just go deliver what we got to this other guy. Should be pretty straightforward. We'll worry about all the other multitude of quests that we've picked up that we have done nothing with later. Remember, all we were doing the little side quest was to kill time and hopefully queue up the Marry Me quest. Hello! Are you the blade who agreed? Yeah, we've already had this conversation earlier, and we have your Miranium. May I have it now? Yes, please, take it. This is 900 units on the nose. Thank you. I will see that it is delivered to the arms manufacturers immediately. It should help considerably with their current efforts. Thank you for your assistance. I hope you will continue to harvest Miranium and aid the city's development. You betcha, my guy. You have a good one. I'm not going to tell you how long we're sitting on that before we gave it to you. But that should be that mission up and completed. So now we should just head back and I guess gloat. And hopefully he doesn't realize that we had all the Miranium and we're wandering around foolishly. Like, hopefully he doesn't, like... Oh, he has a Skell here. Hold on. Let's get ours, too. We don't want him flexing on us that he has a Skell. We also have a Skell license, alright? We're not gonna put up with any lip from him. Alright. Here we go. Yep, see, we have a Skell, too.
Finally back, are you? I fully understand that you aren't finished yet, but something's taken precedence. However, I'll be good enough to offer an extension on our little contest in the meantime.
No, we're done.
Yes, I realize you... what? Done? As in completed? Well, naturally, I completed them as well, so I suppose it's not impossible?
But who did it first?
Still, this is something of a shock. It seems my initial assessment of you may have been lacking. Perhaps it would be best to brief you on this mission. One of our citizens was cornered by hostile indigents in a cavern and attacked.
That happens to us, like, all the time.
Considerable repute.
Pretty much anytime we go in a cave.
LA cannot afford to lose his talents. Do you understand? Even a moment's delay on our part could risk the future of human technology. Do you feel capable of assisting me in this operation?
I would love to. Am I gonna have to put you in my party?
Your proficiency will only hold me back a little.
Yeah, look, I'm not really a big fan of your attitude, but we're willing to help you out, but not for your sake. It's for whoever's stuck in the cave.
I'm taking a risk on you, you know. I hope you will not disappoint.
Again, the VA is just absolutely crushing it. Who are we getting rid of for this? Well, who do we have the highest amount? Okay, so L, you know, we've gone a long way. We've got 3 whole hearts with this fella. We're getting rid of him. We need to start working towards getting HB boosted here. Why does he wear glasses in his profile picture, but then not in real life? Isn't that illegal? Isn't that when you, like, have to wear glasses and they're in your driver's license, but then you don't, and then you get ticketed for it or something like that? I feel like that's probably a problem. Does this man drive a Skell without his glasses as well? Because, once again, that seems super risky. Like, I feel like he's going to run over a child out in Primordia. Well, I don't know why there are children out in Primordia. Well, Mia is out in Noctilum right now. That's our fault, and we've not really checked in on that situation. But right down there, that doesn't look like a cavern at all. Come along, magnificent beasts. This is the general area.
Reinforcements?
Correct. You're from the escort detail, yes? Can you give me a status report?
Dead. They're all dead. Those things swarmed and the scientist survived. He hid in a vehicle. Further ahead.
And you left him? He's a scientist.
Can't.
We can't waste any more time. Let's clear out the creatures ahead, then evacuate our scientist.
To be fair, depending on the type of movie you're in, the scientist is either the one guy who's going to survive or he's the first one to die. You ever seen, what was that, World War Z? Where the guy trips and shoots himself in the head? That was kind of funny. I didn't care for that movie overall, though. Alright, yeah, worry or ignore. Take more notice of the wounded blade. No, I feel like we should probably inquire about the injuries and assist them. This is a comrade.
Prioritize a nameless grunt over the life of an important scientist? Come now, be rational.
Again, depending on the film, the scientist has made it this long. I'm sure he's going to make it through.
He'll die happy knowing his client is safe. Now follow me. We'll move quickly, but cautiously.
Well, I think I found the guy. Unfortunately, he is surrounded by low-level beasts. Do we have to fight this fella? Hold on, we don't have weapons on here still. We have to get out and fight him on foot. I'm not putting weapons on it, because I bought weapons to go on a level 30 Skell. And so until I'm level 30 and can use my level 30 Skell, we're just not going to bother. Also, if we stay behind this guy, we might not trigger these two, like, weird owl creatures into the combat encounter if we don't use AoEs. Well, someone just did it, didn't they? Someone just had to go and use an AoE right after I said that, too. Thanks a lot. Look at the situation you got us in here. Now look at what we're doing. I don't appreciate this. I feel like this was targeted. Even so, I still feel like we're... how many... actually, I think we've killed all but one of them at this point. Okay, yeah, we're a little bit ahead of the game. I think we're doing okay. Is it just this one jocular Saltat left? I keep calling them owls. They're not called owls. There are no owls in Noctilum. Alright? All dogs go to heaven, but there are no owls in Noctilum. You ever seen Fievel Goes West? They were trying to get away from the owls. Because there are no owls in America? Vibrant Plume and Filthy Wing. You're telling me Filthy Wing. Hello, Solon. How are you doing? I think you're supposed to be in the vehicle right now, where it's safe. Well, relatively. When you think about, like, what this scene would look like IRL, this would make for a really scary movie scene.
All thanks to the blades you're always sneering at.
HB, is that you? You came running to save me? Boy, I sure did pick the right college buddy. Hoo boy!
That has nothing to do with this. I came here because you have certain skills. Skills that NLA requires. Your death would be problematic.
It would be an inconvenience to the future of humanity.
Same old HB. Still, you saved my life and I won't forget it. And I'll never make another crack about Blade either. Scientist's honor.
See that you don't. As I say, researchers are vital to our success on Mira. But without us, you'd all be dead. And you performed well. Truth be told, I might have struggled on my own. A tad. If I can return the favor at some point, I would be open to assisting you. I see now that you are worthy of the honor of being my partner.
Oh, what a kind gesture, sir. I'm nothing special. I'll think about it. Yeah, probably that one. We can't let this guy get like a, well, no, he already has an inflated ego, but we're not going to contribute to it. Oh, everyone liked that.
Commander just showered you with praise, and that's your reaction? I thought you'd be overcome with joy. In any case, you now have the opportunity to work at my side again in the future.
We can pretty much just add him to the party whenever we want.
On as rivals and friends and so forth.
Shouldn't we get this guy back home? We're currently just standing around in the jungle. I guess mission success. He's probably going to take him back in his Skell. They're old college buddies, so he probably won't mind him riding in his like lap or something like that. I mean, you know, we don't know what they got up to in college, honestly. So we're also not going to ask. We're going to let them fly home on their own. A new character can join your party. Hector Birtwhistle is a logical man armed with untiring ambition and scholarly acumen. His judgment places the interests of the human race above all else, at times resulting in a rather cold impression. He's a strategist who can calmly formulate a battle plan for any situation. He uses a unique style based on the Shield Trooper class. We have a lot of Shield Troopers at the moment. I don't really know if we need any more. But welcome to the party, HB. I guess there's only so many classes to go around anyway. But just like that, we have successfully added an additional individual to our party. And we're going to go check one more time at the mission briefing area to see whether or not Marry Me is in there. And if it's not, we will pick a different character to pursue. You can generally knock these out pretty quick. Most of them aren't super involved. I think probably if we withdrew from some of these, then they would go away. Like, they just cycle through. So you're never going to lose one forever. If you haven't completed it, it will pop back in later. So if we wanted to get rid of a Spicy Spark, like we don't want to go to a Cauldros, we can abandon that one. And we can abandon this one also that's in Cauldros. And it will come back around. And some of them can be repeated. But I'm not seeing Marry Me in here. So any of these that take us to Cauldros, I'm going to go ahead and pull support for. Because we haven't gone there yet in the story, and I don't want to go there right now anyway. And it looks like it was just those two. So if we leave this menu and we go back in, I'm assuming those aren't going to be there and they'll be replaced with something else. Or I'm wrong and a fool. It's probably that one, and that's okay. Then let's pick the next character that we want to pursue here.